Alright, I believe we are live. Hopefully everything is working, which I believe it should be. Alright, I believe we are live. Just checking audios at the moment. Alright, I believe we are live. Alright, we are all good to go. So we'll full screen this and yeah. For those that are tuning in, welcome to the stream. And yeah, we will go ahead and get started with
Hello, everyone, and welcome
wasn't
to
expecting
GameSpot
this.
Talks Over, GameSpot Reacts. I don't know, we haven't branded this. It's just three good pals and all of you good pals at home.
Yeah, I'll just mute that for now. But yeah, if anyone wants to put in any predictions in the chat at the moment, feel free to do that. Yeah, I mean, there should be some good announcements, obviously, because, you know, it's been a while since Sony has done this, so would not surprise me in the slightest if some decent games get announced. One thing that I would like to happen that I don't think many people are probably talking about is probably Resident Evil DLC. Feel like that's going to be at the showcase, but in terms of actually knowing what's there and knowing what could potentially happen, I know absolutely nothing. So there was even, I think, a rumor there was a Crash Racing reboot, basically. I think it was called Wampa Racing League or something. Maybe we might be able to see that get announced. We've had Alan Wake got announced the other day. We might maybe get some gameplay for that. But yeah, for those that want to tune into and just see, I don't know, my reactions or just what gets announced. Yeah, we'll just see how this all goes, and yeah, in just over 8 minutes, we'll see what the next what the future looks like for PlayStation in the next 12 to 18 months. So yeah, let's let's get started into this. And yeah, obviously there's 8 minutes to go, so there's still a bit of time to wait, but yeah, as I said, if anybody has any predictions or any things that they want to get off their chest before the stream, you're more than welcome to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, there are the obvious ones, but you know, I mean, it's only really just like common sense if you know timelines and things like that and how companies run. That's basically where you can get some predictions right, but um, yeah, I don't think this is going to be like a perfect one, but you know, we'll see how it goes. But it should be at least above average. Because yeah, I don't even think Sony had an E3, so for memory, I could be wrong in that, but I don't even think they've had an E3, so yeah, if they don't have anything to show now, then yeah, the future maybe a bit. There might be a little bit of a question mark in their future, but nah, I really expect Sony to come out and show up and yeah, give us some good games, even if it is, yeah, as I say, Resident Evil DLC, which I'm keen on. I'm pretty sure they confirmed that they were doing it. I can't remember what event it was, but they confirmed that they were doing DLC. I think it was like a month after after RE8 came out. So yeah, absolutely excited for that one. And yeah, uh, yeah. So hopefully you guys in the chat are, you know, going well. And yeah. So we've now got obviously 6 minutes to go, and yeah, we'll get stuck into it. I do believe the event is 40 minutes long, so it's not a super long press conference, but I think it's going to be like structured, so we're going to get a whole bunch of games in a pretty efficient fashion. So Yeah, really can't wait to get stuck into it. Oh, and also just for context purposes as well, people either in Australia or not in Australia at the moment, which is yeah where I'm located. It's in 5 minutes time it'll be 6 a.m. So we've got a pretty good starting time over here. That's for sure. All right, 4.5 minutes to go. So yeah, hopefully for the people that are watching, yeah, hopefully whatever you think is gonna happen, yeah, don't be afraid to put it in the comments. In fact, I might just put these guys on for a little bit because I'm sure they'll be saying something.
Let's go to.
And at least I know what my volume levels are.
I would.
Sonic.
I mean, it won't happen because they're still working on director's cut for Death Stranding, but Kojima's next game. I know there's that whole thing about him working on something with Xbox, but there was also talks that he was working on something else as well, and they're like, oh, he could be doing 2 projects at once. So I mean, you know, like.
Okay, Lucy James, Jean-Luc Seibke, let me paint you the dream scenario. Here it is.
Okay.
A few months ago, someone at Sony sat on a table and accidentally hit the tweet button with their buttocks and accidentally tweeted out that Bluepoint has been acquired by Sony. And then that tweet vanished. Remember that? And then it went away.
Yeah. Nothing's
and it
ever.
has
Yeah,
not
that
ever
too.
gone
So that could be
since.
announced as well.
Here's what I'm hoping. Sony rolls out and they're like, yes, bitches, we bought Bluepoint. It's ours now. And then they come out and they're like, and for their first project as an official Sony first part of the studio, they will be remaking Hideo Kojima's Metal Gear Solid, and advising and guiding the project will be Hideo Kojima.
Oh.
And, no.
To be fair, that sounds a little bit too good to be
and
true.
then they bring out Kojima and he's like, hello everyone, it's me, Hideo. I like
Not the fact that
movies.
Metal Gear
Did you
Solid
see that,
remake is a thing, but the
Matrix
fact
trailer?
that just the
Keanu
way
Reeves,
they
Neo,
would
he
pronounce,
is coming.
the way that they would
That
present
was
it
an
like that.
unfortunate tweet. I will say.
Yeah. and then he's like, I'm gonna be helping Bluepoint to make this Metal Gear Solid remake. Everything they add to it will be blessed by my beautiful genius hands. And every like a Lil Nas X shoe, every copy of this game shall have a drop of my blood in it, and you will love it.
Damn.
All right, dude, settle down.
I mean, well, now I'm going to be really disappointed if that doesn't happen. So you've really set the bar for me there.
I gotta be
I don't
honest.
know.
I think I'd prefer Twin Snakes, or not Twin Snakes.
Absolutely
no,
not.
So okay, hold on. I'm gonna cancel myself because that was the absolute incorrect. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say Snake.
Yeah, to be honest, I can't bear those guys. Lucy's not too bad, but those other two, yeah. But yeah, no. So we got 2 people in the chat. Yeah, welcome all to the stream. If you like what you see, don't be afraid to hit the like button, hit the sub button. But yeah, 80 seconds away, and yeah, we'll get things started. So yeah, can't wait to get stuck into it. In fact, I might have them back on. I'm sure that might be saying something half decent now.
I see the Bluepoint acquisition. I definitely also want to see like them remake Metal Gear, because I was trying to play it on PC recently via GOG, and that was not a fun time because the mapping was not good. Ooh, what have you got? Some noodles?
He's
Alright,
eating
let's
noodles on the
lunch
stream.
I'm
I
doing
love
myself.
it.
These
I love
are
it.
some I think they're.
Well, if he's gonna have noodles, I'm gonna have my iced coffee.
We made it home.
I am envious.
Yes, this is what wow. This is what we're saying. This is gonna be a very casual stream for us. We're gonna eat. I might rip a fart at some point.
No,
Who knows?
You won't.
I mean,
no.
You'll be the one to
Some
deal with
people
that
might be into
consequence
that.
if you do.
Yeah,
We're
I was gonna
fine.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just be here reacting to it.
Yeah, I'm saying,
so yeah,
if you get enough Fs in the chat, and I'll show my feet.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
We're in business.
Let's showcase.
Oh, I've done the talk over one. Oh, that
I'm
makes
intrigued.
that makes sense. I'm a dumbass. Damn. There we go. Alright, that should be. It should be good to go now. Oh yeah, and then the thumbnail, it had something to do with diamonds as well too, so that's going to be a tease for what they're going to announce. But people are thinking it's like Diamond Dog, so it's like a Metal Gear Solid remake. But we'll just see how it goes. Alright, here we go. Gameplay captured from a PS5 system. So this is all on PS5. Its program contains mature content that may not be suitable for all ages. I believe I finished off with. Oh, this looks alright. Far Cry? No, not Far Cry. What am I talking? Watch Dogs. It looks something that Ubisoft would make. Oh no, it's a PlayStation ad. Oh, maybe they might be kicking it off with the Bluepoint news. I don't know why they kick into it off with this. It just seems redundant doing it this way. Oh, is this an actual game they're showing off, or is this just PlayStation just being like, hey, we got a whole bunch of games? Because I've seen a couple logos from a few things that... Yeah, that W looks like a something from Watch Dogs. And I mean, Legion only came out like last year, like late last year, so. There you go, Aloy. So that was just a PlayStation ad. Oh boy.
I'm Jim Ryan, President and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, and welcome to the PlayStation Showcase. At PlayStation, we believe in pushing boundaries and setting the benchmark for creativity and excellence in entertainment. We always love the opportunity to speak directly with our community. The new technology in PS5 enables development teams to build more exciting, immersive, and compelling worlds, showcasing their creative vision as storytellers. We've never been more grateful for the PlayStation community. So thank you for allowing us time to share some significant updates and brand new content. So without further ado, let's look at some new and amazing games.
Alright, let's go. What we got first up? Alright, I'm assuming this is first party. Oh.
Peace is a lie.
You've got my attention.
That is what the Sith believe. They
Well, I've got a
promise
feeling this is
power.
a KOTOR remake.
Now they wield it. We face the greatest Sith in generations.
It's a KOTOR remake. Yep.
They
Holy
must be
shit.
stopped.
Man. Alright, I'm sold. This is this is the best shit ever. I am absolutely sold. You don't need to show anything more, that's it. Damn, they just kicked it off with a KOTOR remake. Like, I knew that there had been some information that it had been happening, especially with oh, is this that
하늘에 계신 어머니시여,
Greg Martyr or
저희는
something?
지구를 지키지 못했습니다.
I remember that
적들을 물리치고 인류를 구원하려는
that had an
신성한
astronaut in
행동을
it.
다 하지 못하였습니다. 하지만 이제 저희가 다시 내려와 남은 목숨 끝까지 바쳐 싸울 것을 맹세하고
Looks like what was that?
저희의
What was
죄를
that
사하여
Japanese game? Nier?
저희를 거두어 주시고
Nier Automata?
저희를
Kind of
용기
looks like
가지지
that
않게
in a
해주시고
sense, but it's probably something different. Might be the same developers.
지하 시설 방공호 같은 건가?
여긴 지하철역이야. 사람들을 태우고 거미줄처럼 도시를 누비던 교통수단이지. 뭐 다 지난 얘기지만 말이야.
That's pretty good.
잠깐만. 네이티브가 시체에 기생하고 있다니. 내복이야. 그날 이후 지성의 도시들은 모두 예비처럼 폐허가 됐어. 잘나신 분들은 우주로 달아나고 나간 놈들은 이곳에 버려졌지.
I mean, look, this looks pretty good, but
마더스피어의 구원을
don't know if I'll
아직
pick it up
기다리고
though.
있는 거야.
이브 조심해. 전방에서 뭔가가 곧 무너지겠어.
뭐 살살 가고 놀았지.
The more I see it, the more it does get better, to be fair, so...
당신이 왜 이곳에?
설마 이브, 저건 알파 네이티브야.
Okay, Project Eve, okay. Oh, the Borderlands spin-off. What was that game? Wonderlands? Is that what it was called? Yeah, I think it's called like Wonderlands.
Dragon Lord has returned!
Fools! Your party of heroes can't stop me.
Who's ready to rickety roleplay? Spoiler? It's you, baby.
Yeah, because I believe this turned out because there was like DLC for Borderlands 2.
Tina, what are their guns in a
And apparently it was like, it played like this kind of, I believe. So, instead of just making more DLC like it, they're just doing a complete spin-off to it. Which is probably smart, to be fair. If people like it and you can make a whole new IP out of it, why not? There you go, Buck Stallion.
I'm in.
You ready, newbie?
Time for character sheets, baby! Alright, trailer over. No end
You go,
credits
March
in here. This ain't no
25th.
super duper hero movie.
So what's that, about 6 months away? Just over 6 months. That's 6.5, I think. Alright, we're gonna get something first party.
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal.
Oh, is this Forspoken?
Real big deal. We are getting out of this city, Homer. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats. No more fights. Clean air. Bright skies.
No, it is Forspoken.
What?
Kind of threw me off with like a current setting. This looks like a bit more older.
Whoa, wait, stop! Whoa.
This game, it's kind of like a... Because last we saw it, it was kind of like a Final Fantasy, but then like you could just go anywhere.
God, asshole, show yourself.
Show myself, I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. Oh, hello, yes.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth,
I'm seeing
Yeah,
a
this is
freaking
definitely
dragon.
Forspoken.
And, oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved it with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts, I'll probably fly next.
No, you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
Yeah, that cutscene didn't really sync up very well, did it?
You are the only hope we have. You're special.
It still looks
Paramount
alright.
facing off with Sylar. Tanta Sylar is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas. You will be doing our land a great service by killing her.
We getting a release date?
Frey,
I'd assume
name
not,
for a
because it looked
demon.
pretty rough in some spots.
I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Sylar.
Spring 2022, yeah. I was about to say, if it was going to be within a 6-month window, that
for decades,
looked pretty
Team
pretty
Rainbow
rough for
has
something
been
that's going to come out in
shield
6 months.
against the worst global threats imaginable.
RE?
Hostage situations, biological weapons, the threat of nuclear war. But now, we face the greatest terror our world has ever known.
Oh, okay.
If we want a shot at tomorrow, we will move as one. We will think as one. We will do whatever it takes.
I mean, at least they're showing
As
gameplay.
one. Together, we enter the unknown. Together, we fight for our future. And no one will be left behind.
Well, actually, this Daros copy is actually for probably games like this, where this is what actually keeps me awake when I watch terrible shows or terrible games like this. Oh man. And go over out of that. People going nuts on Twitter saying, "Shit, I gotta buy PS5 after the." Oh, so is this the remaster or is this the sequel?
Stay in the light.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive.
Nah, it looks like it's the remake.
Famous artist.
Is it a remake or remaster? I can't remember what they said. I believe it was a remaster.
My wife Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wick.
Last night I woke up to a nightmare.
By looking at it, looks like a
I was missing
remaster.
a week. What had happened to me? I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it. With it, I could save myself. I could save Alice.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you.
I believe it's coming out this year too, so like this would be good to play.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
October 5th. What's that? God, not even a month away. This was something I was even thinking of, like, too, because, like, this is supposed to come out this year as well. I mean, even though I've, like, beaten this game, like, at least half a dozen times, and have no reason to really play it, but, I mean, I'll probably pick it up anyway, just like everybody else has probably picked it up like 4 or 5 times at this point.
It's lonely up here. Come on, man, speed up.
I wonder if they're gonna do like a, if you own the PS4 version, you get the PS5 version. They probably won't, but then again, they probably should actually, because all the other games are doing it. And God, if there's out of any company to, what was that, March 5th, was it? March 2022. Oh, this is Bethesda. What was it called? Ghostwire Tokyo, that's it.
What was that?
There remains work yet undone. Critical work. People always decry the truth when forced to face it. Still your fear. I will be her salvation.
Mari.
The time is nigh. The world rests on the precipice of transformation. A new age will dawn.
Yeah, my friend's going off at the moment. Here we go. Oh, is this Avengers?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, the Marvel game. Obviously. The Guardians of the Galaxy game.
The matriarch wishes to share it with you. United in the light of belief, all suffering, all grief will end. Oh! Ah! Ah! What's wrong with you?
Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Cease this at once.
Cosmo! How you doing, buddy?
Grand Unifier Raker, leader of the Church of Truths.
During that ritual with the priest, they kept talking about a promise.
It was like they were drinking funky juice or something.
Or joined the cult.
So let us investigate for you.
Always catch Peter Quill, and not fun kind with Bob.
Hey, World Mind, long time no see.
The current probability of defeating the
Universal Church of Truth is
0.3%.
Is that bad? It sounds bad.
It is.
I hope you've got one hell of a speech plan, Peter.
That makes 2 of us.
Ooh, that was alright.
Follow me!
By rejecting the promise, you have proven yourselves unworthy, and you must be destroyed.
That showed off a little bit better.
That was completely intentional. The Milano's on her way. Thanks, bud.
How long did October? That's 6 weeks away. Oh, is this that vampire, like, what's the genre? Battle Royale. Like that vampire game, it's like, yeah, it's like Battle Royale. Damn. Yeah, I think that was what it was.
Welcome to the Eon program. Picture
Oh, they're showing this again. Yeah.
Your health, your
How many
enlightenment,
times do they have to show this game?
not just freedom. We offer eternity.
Shut up.
Your esteemed visionaries believe the only thing missing from Black Reach is you.
The Visionaries. 8 geniuses who painted up a prison and named it Freedom. Locked us all in one repeating day. Their eternity. An endless party that you can never leave.
I am a storm rolling. Round and round we shall go.
Place is supposed to be unforgettable. A bunch of spaced out science nerds, brainwashed cultists flinging bombs, whatever these guys are doing, all spewing Eon's bullshit. So how come I don't remember shit? This Party Island hangover is none my thing. My thing is answers. Who are these people? What do they want with me? And why is she always one step ahead? Come on, Colt. You gotta put this together. Somebody built this place. Somebody's sending me these messages from the future, the past, whenever. And some jackass wrecked every plane out here. Is this a contest for them? Some type of experiment? How does this time loop work? Does anybody remember? Why is everyone wearing a mask? What do you do with notes anymore? Where am I?
Colt, I want you to remember. I want you to remember why you came here.
Huh. Is that? Damn, I look good. I've imagined myself a way out. Gonna break this time loop before it breaks me.
Alright, what we got now? What is this? Okay. Is this what they were? Are they going to show off what was teasing the thumbnail?
Siap. Kalau cuma Philip Meapur.
Meaji?
Pemune nyawak. Iti yang azo ikuhu ni angage. Anishi, no tadinya napet.
Okay, there's a little bit of a story here.
Oleti.
Teacher? Is that what it's called? Alright, here we go, first party.
The biggest pirate treasure of all time is within our grasp.
Are they gonna announce it 60 frames? It looks 60 frames.
Now that's not an easy find.
60 frames. And PC.
Last I checked, we're all
Both of them are gonna be on PC.
We shouldn't.
Because there was that document, that leaked document saying that Uncharted 4 was going to PC.
Everyone obsessed with his treasure gets what they deserve.
Are you ready to seek your fortune?
What about the Naughty Dog collection? Is that? Oh yeah, that is already 60 frames. What am I talking about?
I'm Herman Hulst, head of PlayStation Studios. PlayStation Studios, at its heart, is a diverse and passionate group of storytellers at our collective of AAA studios all across the globe. Everything we do is driven and inspired by storytelling. As creators, PlayStation 5 gives us the opportunity to push the boundaries of storytelling even further. Our world-class development teams at PlayStation Studios have already delivered such incredible gaming experiences for PS5, and we're only just getting started. As you'll see today with the lineup of exclusive games coming for PlayStation Studios, we're going to continue to drive innovation, advance gaming, while always embracing the legacy of PlayStation and creating games that matter. Games that you're not going to find anywhere else. Enjoy.
I'm assuming that when you say anywhere else, it's going to be anywhere else. Well, it's not going to be anywhere else but PS5 and PC, basically. Oh, here we go, another Marvel. Not actual gameplay, okay, so we're getting a... cinematic trailer. I wanted to be Spider-Man 2, but I'm not. Holy shit. Oh my god. That is so good. They're making a Wolverine game. Holy shit. I mean, this conference had you know, a few games that have been a little bit down, or things that we've seen before that sort of overstayed their welcome. But God, we've had some pretty good surprises though. Are we gonna get gameplay of this? But I don't know, whenever I say these games, it always just feels like if you've seen one of them, you've seen all of them. It does look nice though, I'll say that. I guess one of the main reasons why when companies make, you know, conferences like this, you always want to show games that look extremely good, and racing games are always exactly that. Oh, hey Kev. Yeah, so they're just announcing a whole bunch of games. So I don't know if you want to look back on it or anything like that, but yeah, they've already announced some pretty awesome games already. Just before Turismo, they announced a brand new Wolverine game. We've had KOTOR remake is coming. So as a massive Star Wars person, KOTOR's huge. Never even got to finish it myself, but if they're remaking it, I'll definitely be picking it up and definitely playing it. What else? There's been Alan Wake. They showed gameplay, which, given that they announced it the other day, probably isn't too surprising. Game called Forspoken. Probably been about, I don't know, 10 games shown off, and so far there's been some games that have been alright, but then there's been other games that have been amazing, so far I'm liking the press conference so far. Or the, what's called, showcase. Oh, here we go. Spider-Man 2.
One who could surprise me. One who could even beat me.
But yeah, they must be teasing Carol.
Yet all I found
was the DLC like heavily hinted it as the ending, that they were gonna like team up and do co-op.
Finally give me what I desire.
Right now. Venom.
We will.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, so I don't know how long. Yeah, but we've been streaming for about 50 minutes. And yeah, the conference is probably gone for... Yeah, we're probably towards the end, to be honest. But no, yeah, it's a. I'd recommend like watching it from the start. Yeah, it should have a few more games left. Should have at least 5 to 10 minutes left. And this, they normally like to finish strong too. Yeah, see, there you go, God of War 2. Looks like Atreus has gotten a little bit older too.
Running out.
Yeah, he definitely gotten older.
Say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming. My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow you to pick a fight with gods.
I don't want to fight anyone. I just want answers.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard?
Maybe that's what Mother wanted.
We do not know what Mother wanted.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere. Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
This game looks so
What if
good.
there was someone who could help us?
You mean Tyr, the old god of war in these lands, who is dead?
Well, for a dead man, Odin seemed pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found.
If he's out there, we gotta find him.
Come in. What in all yarns be that happened to him?
We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. What if the only way to do that is war?
War is not the only way.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No! You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you a calm and reasonable person?
Oh man, they've updated the animations for that.
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you.
Tyr!
Are you coming with us?
You'll get your answer soon enough. Well, some of them.
Alright. More updates. Okay. I'm assuming they're just going to show off games that we already know exist. Maybe like Horizon or something like that.
Unbelievable, yes, yes, inconceivable. See myself as fairly reasonable, but at times I can be stubborn. So if I have to, I will rock the boat. I don't tend to take the easy road. That's just not the way I like to roll. Shoot things probably unfeasible. I've done already a hundredfold. It's probable that I might press the envelope. Ideas so astronomical. Sometimes I find them comical. Yeah, incomparable. Replay value phenomenal. Beat selection remarkable. Slow we make down impossible. I ride no rollies. I don't hang around no phonies. I always advance. Say how I feel, you know I stay. Raising the bar, I got experience. Top of the charts, I'm setting them clear. Find on my stakes, I put on my tent. Shoot for the stars, they fall in my head. Stick to my guns, I don't even flinch. Can push all you want, they moving in.
Yeah, if they're going to be finishing off like this, I mean, it wasn't too bad. It was like pretty solid.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere.
And that was the PlayStation Showcase. We've got more info and updates coming right now. And I'm in fact joined by no less than PlayStation Studios head Herman Hulst. Herman, really strong showing here from PlayStation Studios tonight, including an awesome new look at GT7 and finally a release date.
GT7 is coming in March, and I don't think fans are going to be disappointed with what Yamauchi-san and Polyphony have been working on. And what we're doing with GT7 is we're pulling from the entire history of the franchise, taking some of the best features into GT7. GT campaign, arcade missions, all that good stuff. And I got a chance to play, and it just looks and plays sensationally. The haptics, the vibrations, you feel the roads, the pull and the weight of the different cars. I'll tell you, the one thing that I personally really liked is the braking variations through the adaptive triggers. That really kind of makes you feel like you're an incredible racer, and for me, that's great.
Great to hear that about GT7. I can't wait to play that. But I also really wanted to talk about Insomniac. I mean, this is a studio that is absolutely on fire the last year, maybe 18 months with Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet & Clank, A Rift Apart, and now two big reveals tonight in the form of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Marvel's Wolverine. It's kind of a shock. You work really closely with Insom, Herman, so what can you tell us about just why Insom gets so fired up about the
Wolverine game would be really good because I had one in 2009 that was super underrated.
Just so productive, and I think the team in Insomniac
and that didn't even have a big budget behind it, so you get a big budget behind it.
Approach to storytelling.
Insomniac is a very capable team.
And it's really evident in the consistently high quality of games that they've been delivering over the years.
Imagine this.
I think on top
can imagine
of
that game being
really,
pretty
really prize collaboration amongst their team, and that collaboration that also extends to the way that they work with other PlayStation teams, but also their work with their great partners at Marvel. And that collaboration resulted in the amazing first two Marvel Spider-Man games. And I know that Insomniac are extremely excited to be further expanding the universe into Marvel Spider-Man 2 now. And they're also going to be raising the bar again, in terms of immersion, action, visual fidelity. I think Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be a spectacular showpiece for gaming. And they're also so thrilled to then bring gamers an emotional and a suspenseful journey into Marvel's Wolverine. I think that PlayStation fans are really going to be in for a treat over the next few years.
Very cool, very exciting times, and on multiple fronts. Tonight, we also got our first big look at God of War Ragnarok. Herman, what can you tell us about where Santa Monica Studio is going with this one?
Like many of the fans, I'm personally really invested in the relationship between Kratos and Atreus. We got to see in the trailer that there's some real tension brewing between them as Ragnarok approaches, so I can't wait for players to see how that relationship between them evolves. And you gotta trust me when I say that Santa Monica Studio have prepared quite a few twists and turns for players as they set up the finale of the Norse saga in God of War Ragnarok.
We're gonna get an update on God of War Ragnarok from Santa Monica Studio here in just a moment. But before you go, Herman, I want to get your take on Horizon Forbidden West. Now, we've learned that this one is coming out in February. I am sure that by this point you have played it. So what has jumped out to you? What can you tell us about the game?
I've had a chance to play the game on PS4 and PS5, and it looks great on both. For PS5, the level of detail on Aloy, her kids, their lighting, it's just exceptional. Even more amazing
to
see environments have so
Uncharted
much going
4
on
and
too.
Lost Legacy were
From
going to
the
be on
ruins of
PS5
San
and
Francisco
PSP.
to those new underwater areas, everything just looks breathtaking, and it loads really fast because of the
See,
SSD.
that's on
Plus, the combat in the game offers
the
so much
PlayStation Store
variety. It's all
already.
based on player choice. There's so many cool weapons and tools, and when you combine these together, that comes in really handy when you're dealing with the new machines. On PS5, the haptic feedback on the controller, I think in my mind really adds to the experience, when you're firing arrows and the other ammo. The team at Guerrilla, I know them so well. I'm super proud of them. They're creating something incredibly special, and I just can't wait for gamers to get the next chapter of Aloy's adventure in their hands.
Thanks for the update, Herman. We're joined now by Eric and Corey from Santa Monica Studio. And I wanted to check in with you two on the big announce we saw just a few minutes ago, God of War Ragnarok. We finally got our first big look at it. And actually, Eric, I wanted to start with you. You've been involved with every single God of War, including 2018's God of War. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, Sid. I've been with the studio since 2004 in many different capacities, working with both Santa Monica and Randy at Dawn on the God of War franchise. And I don't know why, but they thought it'd be a good idea to say, hey, do you want to direct this one? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm directing God of War Ragnarok, or as Corey likes to call it, never heard of it. So that's the update on that.
So Eric, why the shift in leadership on God of War Ragnarok?
It's always been a tradition here at Santa Monica to change the directors across the games. You know, we've had really good success with that. Corey's been the only repeat director, and, you know, rightfully so. He's pretty damn good at what he does. So that's kind of what it is.
The important thing for us is to be able to kind of get a fresh perspective each time.
Yeah, guys, the store hasn't been updated if there has been anything.
You're really exhausted at the end of finishing one of these things. So you got to con somebody else into doing it, like him.
So Eric, what aesthetics or themes sort of resonate with you as a creative? I mean, I guess what I'm getting at is like, how do you see yourself leaving your fingerprints on God of War Ragnarok?
It's kind of the designer in me wants to answer one way, but as a director, you have to answer a different way. I think you have to learn how to jettison your own profession when you switch over to the director's role, which I'm sure Corey can understand. I mean, he kind of animated a little bit on God of War 2, and we kind of had to throw it all out, except for that sneaky backflip that Kratos has never done again that we left in. That's the perk of being the director, I guess. But, you know, from my point of view, like, we want to tell a very heartfelt and epic story as, you know, father and son go on a journey, and they kind of struggle with holding on to stuff and letting go of things. You know, it's a very difficult kind of human condition that we all deal with. And we kind of want to arrive at that by taking like slices of life or family, you know, drama, if you will, and kind of juxtapose that against big Norse backdrop. And, you know, at the end, we just want to have an ending that feels very, you know, surprising yet inevitable based on all those things. But it's kind of, you know, I'm from the Midwest, so like slice of life, very common, mundane things are just as interesting as big world events. And so we try to collide those things together. It's, you know, make an experience that's very worthy of the God of War name.
I mean,
so with the game officially being called God of War Ragnarok, I guess it doesn't take a genius to think that perhaps Ragnarok factors into this game in some manner. Can you confirm that, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, you can't call the game God of War Ragnarok and not have Ragnarok happen in the game. So, you know, it's going to happen. We're going to cap off the Norse series with it. And I think Chris Judge said it best in the announced trailer last year. Prepare yourselves.
The last game ended with a teaser of sorts for Thor. And I just got to know, was that Thor's voice we heard in the trailer just a few minutes ago?
That was definitely Thor's voice we heard in the trailer. Thor.
How could you mistake it for anything else?
But you might know him from Sons of Anarchy. He played Opie, one of my favorite characters ever. And we're just delighted to have him come play in the God of War sandbox. And his take on Thor and our take visually on Thor is very different than the hunky Australian you might know. You know, he's much closer to the Norse mythology version. You know, he's this big, burly, almost hedonistic man-child, red hair, you know, left-handed, just a little off kilter than the Thor that a lot of people know right now. So I can't wait for people to experience more of that when the game's done.
We also heard the name Odin in tonight's trailer. So I imagine if we're going to experience Ragnarok, Odin's going to have to play a pretty big role here, right?
Definitely. I mean, Odin is the Allfather of all the realms, so he's going to show up when Ragnarok happens. We're very, very happy to have Mr. Richard Schiff come on to play Odin for us. You may know him as Toby from The West Wing. This was one that we never thought was going to happen. It was like kind of a shot in the dark, and he got back to us, and we walked him around the mocap volume, and he was just like, I've never done anything like this before. Let's do it. And so the kind of rest is history. So I can't wait for people to experience that and see how he factors in. And it's a very different take, again, much like Thor. You know, he's like a old man who's just kind of busy with his own things and doing whatever he wants. And he doesn't live in a castle or anything like that. So it's again, a different take, kind of what we do. We just take what's known and curveball it a little bit and, you know, make it special.
We also saw a couple of new characters tonight. So what can you tell us about them?
Are you talking about the little squid? Oh no, you're talking about Tyr. Tyr, the big guy. Yeah. He's the Norse god of war. And Kratos and Atreus have finally found him. We talked a lot about him in 2018, so we were like, well, might as well show him to the people. And then the last character we saw at the trailer, you know, like with the little wink and smile from Angrboda, she's one of the last remaining giants, and her story is pretty amazing and how it fits into the world of God of War. Tyr is being played by Ben Prendergast, who's been completely absorbed in the role, even though he is not a giant as Tyr is. And then Angerbot is being played by Leia De Leon Hayes, who's a complete treasure on set. She's been amazing. Watching her chemistry with the other characters has been amazing, and she's one of the last giants that's living. So we have those characters and a few more, and there's a lot of different monsters you saw in there. And there's been so many talented people at the studio building this trailer and putting it together. I just want to give a shout out to the team. I love you guys. I wish you could be here doing this interview with me. I wish you were all behind me right now at the studio. That would have been completely amazing. And lastly, to our fans, we have a saying at the studio that we are fans of our fans, and I cannot wait to watch all the tweets, the messages, the reaction videos that you guys put out, and our team
I believe that
heart, and just get excited.
We're not going to get much more information here, or not too much.
The game for you guys, so thank you very much.
Now, Corey, we haven't heard a whole.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you?
Oh, there you
hear
go.
us
Good
this
timing.
time?
For real this time.
Can you hear us? Little technical hitch there. That's how it goes when it's live. But what I did say first time round was that the adrenaline is still coursing through me.
Pumped.
And even after the little false start there.
Oh my god.
The adrenaline is still coursing through me. Like, I haven't recovered from the end of that. I have not recovered from the end of that showcase.
No.
I mean, just out of nowhere, Wolverine, Spider-Man 2.
They look so good.
I'm still sort of speechless. If you noticed, at the end of the showcase, Herman Holst did a quick Q&A right at the end of the showcase there. So if you want more info on both of those games, maybe check that out. But probably for you, Ash, certainly, the noises you were making. The showcase still was not finished after that, and we finally got the official reveal with gameplay for God of War Ragnarok.
Oh my god, I'm wriggling in my seat because it was so good. It was amazing. Just being back there with Kratos and Atreus and seeing Freya jumping around and Tia standing up. That was like my voice. I was going, Tia, Tia. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
It was amazing. I mean, Atreus has grown up a little bit, hasn't he?
The voice, like when he started speaking, it was like.
Yeah, I might actually just leave the stream off there, guys. But no, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content so far. Yeah, more than happy for you guys to stick around for future content, obviously. And yeah, but I think we'll finish it off there, because unless if I'm missing out on something that's super important.
Well, Aspire has enjoyed a great relationship with Lucasfilm Games through our work bringing classic Star Wars games to new audiences on modern platforms. This project is on a completely different level to anything we have done before. That's why we knew we had to assemble the right team to do this project justice. We put together a team full of industry veterans.
Yeah, so with everything that's happened, I guess,
even including the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
I think that's
it's been a
pretty
really
much it.
rewarding experience to assemble such a talented team to bring back an epic.
Actually, all they are talking about
Of course,
actually
we're also working closely
KOTOR,
with
so
the amazing teams
might
at PlayStation
just listen a bit
and
to
Lucasfilm
this.
Games. Together, we couldn't be more excited about what we'll be able to show you in the future. All of us are, of course, huge Star Wars fans too. One of the nice parts about building a team to make a big Star Wars game is the ability to instantly bond with all the new people of your favorite aspects of Star Wars. We all have different Star Wars memorabilia behind us in every call, and it always sparks up a good conversation.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Very exciting stuff, and I'm definitely dying to see more of that one.
Thank you, Sid. It will be some time before we're ready to show more, but we're very excited about being able to reveal more in the future.
All right, and that's it for our show. You can catch up on all the big news on PlayStation.blog and check out all the trailers from tonight's PlayStation Showcase on YouTube. Thanks for watching.
PlayStation.
Alright, so that's the end of it. We'll just pause it there, I guess. Alright, now for real, this is now the end of the stream. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed everything that was shown off. For me, straight away, at the very least, what was it, KOTOR and probably Wolverine were probably my two favourite, at least, surprises. Because, you know, with like God of War, Spider-Man, we already know that those... We didn't... I guess that was the first time we saw Spider-Man 2, but we kind of knew all those were basically going to be announced. But yeah, definitely Wolverine and blank, and yeah, and also KOTOR as well has also, you know, been a massive surprise. So those are the two games for me that obviously took the accolades as I guess best announced, and yeah, obviously can't wait for what PlayStation has in store next. But I guess yeah, without further ado, we've now reached to the end of the stream. So yeah, if you like the stream, please like the stream, and if you want more of my content, please subscribe. And I would like to thank all of you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all in more of my videos and content. But for now, I'll see you guys at another time. Alright, see you guys.